In July, the 76th Place developers announced they made a decision to build a new basketball arena less than 1 block from Chinatown. Safety, sanitation, drunk sports fans pouring into our community at a time when Asians have been targets of violence. And also the economic impact. In DC, residents told us they were forced to move out when they could no longer afford to pay their taxes or their rent.
The 76ers, the developers, or anybody else has no right, legal and certainly not moral, to destroy Chinatown.
Frankly, if this arena doesn't go at the Fashion District, something else will come, and I see my role as working from the inside of trying to figure out how we do it in the most equitable way, in a way that will help communities as opposed to hurt them.
My questions were simple. How much do you know about Chinatown?
So what I have learned is how important this community is to the people who live here, who work here, and I don't know where the feedback's coming from. And people who come here to experience their culture, whether it's because they need a accountant or a lawyer who speaks their language, or they want to go and get groceries so that they can cook their culture and their food at home, or whether they want to go to a restaurant that feels like home. Those are all things that I know are very important, and the economic vitality of this community is very important in that. The affordability of this community is important in sustaining that. Those are all things that have been told to me over the course of the past few months.
So today you guys have answered their questions beautifully, well answered, good job. But it's also very empty. They're the template answers that we have heard over and over again. So my question is, if this community is really majority against this arena, are you still going to build it?
Our goal is to make sure that this is a positive project for everybody. We will put forth a proposal once we finalize the proposal and get all the feedback. We will put together a final proposal that we think will help everybody. Once we do that, we will submit it for consideration.
So in other words, you're saying it doesn't matter. Our opinion doesn't matter. You are going to go forward no matter what. 所以你的意思就是说，不管我们的答案是什么，我们的想法是什么，你还是会仍然继续要盖这个球场。
That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we are listening to the feedback from everybody. That includes Chinatown, that includes Wash West, that includes Reading Terminal, that includes the city as a whole. We will submit it to the city for the city's consideration. If they say that this is not good enough, then the arena will not happen.
As you heard earlier, there will have to be some type of legislation introduced in order for the proposal to move forward. So that legislation would have to be introduced by me. So I would have to introduce that legislation. So the only way I made a commitment that we would share that legislation with the community ahead of time, get feedback, and only if supported by the community would it be able to move forward.
They're billionaires. They have more money than God to throw at this and to try to convince the city that Chinatown doesn't matter or is in favor of this. We have our elders, our children, our youth, our heart, and our love for each other in this community. And you know what? Our love for this community has always won, and it will win again.